So hello everyone and welcome to this week's show, the Akashic Business Show with me, Natasha Harris, welcoming you today to really to listen to the divine guidance and wisdom within. I'm going to be pulling a card today so that we can really tap into the inner wisdom that we have and we can really enjoy the wisdom that we channel through. We all hold that within us. So it really is an opportunity for us to just get still, to get quiet today, just for 20 minutes, 20 minutes today, just to really bring our inner stillness, our inner quietness. We are so busy doing. We often forget that it's time to just slow down, really to tap into our internal wisdom, but also to bring in and open the channel to the wider wisdom that exists in the universe. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Natasha Nicole Harris. I'm an intuitive business coach and mentor working with the wisdom of the Akashic records to support soul-led entrepreneurs to really taking their business to the next level of leadership and impact. So hello there, people that are coming to join me. Just let me know your name. I can't see who that is. Doesn't always tell me. And yes, if you've got any questions throughout, then please do let me know. What is the biggest challenge that you are, or question that you have right now? We are going through so many changes on the planet, and we really truly are co-creating the new earth right now, and we don't always know what that looks like and what that feels like and what's coming, but we are co-creating it. So, and that can feel a bit unsettling when we don't really know what we're heading towards. But as we stand together, as we co-create it, we can really have powerful conversations that can really help us shape and get clarity around what we're doing, how we want to do things. What is the thing that we are contributing? How are we contributing to the new earth paradigm and the new earth energies that we are here to shift the consciousness of the planet? Because it is happening. It really is. It might not feel like that with everything that's going on the planet. And I was been having some really, really powerful conversations with other world leaders in this area over the last couple of days, and how we really allow ourselves to get into a balance of understanding the divine, beautiful feminine energetics and the beautiful divine masculine energetics, and how we can really bring those together to really quantum leap the change, the shift, the consciousness leaps that we're all experiencing right now. So let me know in the comments, what is the question that you have around your next steps? What are you looking for some guidance around? What are you looking for some intuition around? What are you looking for? Because we all have those burning questions. We all have those desires within us. And I'm going to pull a card in a moment, and just to really help you and understand, but it is really worth you, even if you don't pop it in the comments, or if you're watching the replay, type #replay and let me know what your challenge is, what are you struggling with right now, what is your uncertainty, what would you like a little bit of divine guidance and inspiration around? Because once we have that clarity around what we're asking and what we're looking for, then we can get much clearer messages through the cards and through our own wisdom. We hold it all within us. We don't have to go out there searching for the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding of certain things. We have it within us, but we have to ask the questions. So someone's asking, how do you choose what to focus on in creating the new earth? So that is really a great question. Thank you for that question. Good day. Because what we're choosing to focus on is what makes our heart sing. So as we come into more balance and alignment with who we are and discovering who we are, then we are contributing and co-creating the new earth frequencies. So we are really done with the old paradigm, the whole old way of doing things, of pushing the hard work, the flat out, pulling our energies in all sorts of different directions. Now we're really being asked to really tap into the energies of what makes our heart sing, what brings us into alignment, what brings us into that beautiful energy where we can have empowered relationships, where we can have empowered conversations with people, where we can have empowered actions that are aligned and inspired to really create a new way of being for ourselves. And it starts with us. So one of the questions that I've been asked a lot is like, well, when is the new earth energies going to come? When will we know when it's here? Because then I will feel more inspired to get started and get creating. We're creating it right now, so we have to step into it, and we are finding our feet in that. So there's not necessarily one area that you need to focus on specifically and dogmatically. It's around really feeling out what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what sparks that inspiration. And for me, a huge part of that is having really empowered conversations with people, around bringing communities together, around bringing people together and allowing that wisdom to come through. So for each one of us, it will be different. But what really lights you up? The other thing for me is being out in nature. That's where I get a lot of wisdom that comes through. And so we don't have all the answers right now. Oh, that was in the wrong packet. So I'm just choosing today. So if you've got any other questions, let me know. So I'm choosing from this beautiful deck of cards, which is Work Your Light Oracle cards. These are beautiful light frequency cards that really bring in these energies of the new earth paradigm, how we can really work with the divine feminine energies, the goddess energies, while bringing in the divine masculine energies, which is inspired action and more of the warrior type energies. It's not doing one or the other, and our balance will change day to day of how much like divine feminine and beautiful graceful energies we need to bring in, and sometimes it will be more sort of in the divine masculine, but that's not just push hard work, it's being always divinely guided by the feminine. So it's really, really beautiful. And our balance will shift and change as our days and our circumstances and the experiences that we're having all around us change as well. So it's really kind of, it's like, how do we bring that? So I'm going to pull a card. So just being in a moment. So if you're sitting, just put your feet on the floor, uncross your legs. Let's take 3 beautiful, empowering deep breaths together. In through the nose. And just breathe out through the mouth and just release any stagnant energy, any energies that are getting in the way from you listening to your divine wisdom, that are blocking your channel to the wisdom of the divine. Just in your own time, those beautiful grounding breaths. We don't want to go anywhere. We're just, we're having a physical experience. It's like, what do we want to bring into this earth? So I'm just going to pull a card. That one's poking out. So I'm going to, oh, wow. Okay. So just looking deeply at this card, what does that, look at that. And it's unbound. So it's releasing, always get it back to front because of the way the camera is, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So that's interesting. We're here in the working with the Akashic records, and how we really shift the energy, the patterns in our Akashic records, so we can rewrite the stories, we can rewrite things in a new way, so that we can really contribute and co-create the new earth together in a different way. And when we release these old soul patterns, the past lives and the contracts that we have come to this earth with, when we release those, we shift the energy of them. We shift out of old ways of doing things, how we've been bringing things through from past experiences in this life, but also through past lives, and how we start to shift that energy to being much more aligned to the new earth consciousness, the new earth paradigm, which is all around balance, and like the energy, balancing the energies, harmony, love, peace, heart-centered communication, how we do everything with a softer touch, not push, not hard work, not drive, not creating even more of that resistance, but how we can create that flow and that energy around it. And this is what, you create this beautiful energy of being able to rise, of being able to to lift your energy to feeling more empowered, more graceful. It has got nothing to do with sexuality or the sexes and female and masculine. It's just how we can be more graceful, bringing more of that energy in, and how we can connect with the moon. You can see that there are connection lines coming down. We're still grounded to earth, but we're not bound. We're not bound. We are co-creating in the two realms together and all the other realms in between, but how we can really bring the two energies together to express ourselves here on earth. I don't know, what does it bring up for you? Let me know in the comments, like what energies, what's it bringing up for you in terms of what your question is, your challenge? How do you unbound yourself? I'm just going to read from here as well. So releasing these soul patterns, it really is time to release the old ways of doing things that we're doing even unconsciously. Sometimes things come out of our mouths and we're like, oh gosh, where did that come? That's so old paradigm. That's so steeped in an old way of thinking. And how do you recognize that? How do you just catch yourself and go, oh, that's interesting. That's curious. Okay, so what is that belief? What is that pattern that is causing me to play out, or to reenact, or to enact over and over again? And how do I want to do it differently now going forward? This is a matter of choice. How do we really choose to unbind ourselves from the old patterns and the old ways of doing things? So it's time to release old soul stories. So true. It's time to release those old soul stories, the ones that we've been playing over and over and over again, that have been playing out again in our life. If there is a pattern that you're playing out on loop, there's a really good chance this is a soul story, and that working with the Akashic records can really unlock that, unbind you from it, release those stories, release those contracts, and release you from those past lives, so that you can really elevate and take things to a next level for yourself, and bringing new ways of being and doing. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. I really do believe that that's true, because now we're at a moment of such huge change. It feels really unsettling, so it feels unsafe, but actually there is no better time than now for us to really accelerate and quantum leap into the new ways of doing things. But we have to be willing to step over that fear of letting go of what we've known for centuries, generations, many lifetimes, and step into a new way of doing things. We know there's magic on the other side. We absolutely know that. We wouldn't be here in these communities. You wouldn't be listening to me if you didn't absolutely know that with all of your heart and soul. But now is the time to grab the hand of someone close to you that leads you, that can support you, and really step into knowing that you're safe to release these. Take a look at the patterns in your life. Take a really good hard look at them. Sit down for 5 to 10 minutes and just say, what patterns am I playing over and over again? Let me know in the comments if you recognize any of those patterns. I really do. Like, there are so many patterns that we're still playing out, no matter how conscious we are, how evolved we think we are, how much we're working towards the new paradigm. We really are still playing out those old patterns. We are still here to learn and grow and evolve and expand even more. But it takes courage to do that. And courage is really the action in spite of the fear. So ancient vows and contracts that your soul has made have now got an expiry date. It's time. It's time. New Earth is calling us to let these go. It's totally safe for doing that. You will be caught. You will be held. You will be supported on the other side of releasing all of those old contracts. And that may mean that you need to let go of some old relationships, old friendships, old ways, people who are not ready to do it yet. But if you're here, you're ready to let go of something, one step at a time. Don't have to let go of it all. Look at what is the most prevalent pattern. What is the energetic resonance that pattern has? What do you want to replace it with? Make a conscious choice today. It's time to let that pattern go. It truly is. Share in the comments if you feel that you want to share an old pattern. It could be a vow of silence, a vow of chastity, a vow of poverty. We are now entering into a huge, huge time of abundance and wealth. And wealth is not just about money. Wealth is about the wealth that we feel inside, because we are wealthy. Everything you have makes you wealthy. The roof over your head, the running water, the friendships, the relationships. You are so wealthy. But are you focusing on the lack? It's time to really tap into the wealth that you're experiencing. It is time to unwind from all of these past experiences that are holding you back, are stopping you from moving forward, of contributing even more greatly to the new earth paradigm. It's time. It really, truly is time. This is the life that we free ourselves from the trauma of past lives. This is the life we have come to live, is to free ourselves, to be truly free, to really, truly understand what it is to be unbound, to be truly free in this lifetime. That is how we contribute and we co-create the new earth together. Each one of us will have something different, slightly different to unbind from. That's the beauty of it. No two soul stories are the same, are exactly the same. You might have had exactly the same experience, but your experience of it will be different. You can't possibly know what someone else is experiencing. Can't possibly know that. You could get a sense of it, but you can't possibly know it. That's their experience. Yours is your experience. What do you choose to unbind from today? What are you ready to put an expiry date on? What patterns are you ready to put an expiry date on today? It's time. It really, truly is time. We're here for something bigger, for something greater, for something that's far more inspiring, that's far more steeped in love, consciousness, collaboration, connection, unity, togetherness. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here to show, to stand for that. Make a stand for that. Even by acknowledging the patterns, you're releasing yourself from a part of it. You really, truly are. So that's a powerful card. I think very timely. I'm kind of feeling very sparkly and activated inside right now, because I feel that this is for each and every single one of us. I feel that there are still patterns that I want to release, that I'm ready to release. Patterns that no longer work for me. One of the things that I have really been looking to rewrite recently is about slowing down. Slowing down, but what I found is it's like slowing down of my mind. I'm getting so many ideas and guidance, and then I'm overwhelmed and I can't figure out which way to go. So for me, consciously rewriting that pattern of overwhelm, to just take a step. Don't know if we'll get it right. We don't know if we'll get it wrong, but there's a learning in everything. Every experience has a learning for us. You can't get it wrong. You can't. So make a commitment today to rewrite those stories, to set that expiration date to today, 20th of April, 16:20 UK time, or whatever time you're watching this. Look at the clock. Today, you make a commitment. Right now, in this moment, make that commitment to stop that pattern, to become aware of it, shine a light on it. Commit to saying no more of that. This is what I want to replace that with. My foot is firmly going forwards to what I want to co-create now, moving forward into the new earth. Connect yourself with the beautiful souls that are everywhere on this planet, working towards a common goal to bring around more balance, harmony, love. We're all trying our best. Try your best. That's all anyone can ask of you, including you. This isn't about getting it perfect. So if this really resonates with you, I would love to hear in the comments what resonated with you, what changes you're going to make. And if the Akashic Records really do sing to you and you want to know a little bit more about how working with the Akashic Records as a one-off Akashic reading, I offer those. The information is in the comments. And if you're looking to really take your business to the next level of leadership and impact in the world to really co-create the new earth now, then please do get in touch. Send me a DM and we can have a chat about how I can support you to taking that those next steps to really taking your business to the next level of impact and leadership. Thank you for those that have watched today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again next week, which is actually the last Wednesday of the month, where I'm doing a free masterclass, which is all going to be focused on business energetics. And I will be doing that via Zoom. So it's a live call. You will need to register to get a ticket. So please do head up to the comments. There is a link to register there. Please do register. You get the recording for 48 hours afterwards if you can't join me live next Wednesday. I think that's the 27th of April at 4 p.m. UK time. We run for an hour. There will be an activation and meditation in that. And we will be taking your business to the next level of leadership and impact through the business energetics, understanding how that really does work and how it is co-creating that new earth. So thank you again, and I will hopefully see you next week on the for the masterclass. And I will love you and leave you. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.